to Emergence. We are just 30 minutes away from the Emergence event going live on Impact Plus, Fight TV, and YouTube for Ultimate Insiders. Welcome inside Cicero Stadium in beautiful Chicago, Illinois. And it wouldn't be Chicago without the hometown boy himself, the Drama King, Matthew Raywalt. I'm Tom Hannafin. Thank you for joining us here, because not only do we have a great night of action with Emergence, but we have 2 championship matches here on the countdown to Emergence.
That's right. The Digital Media World Championship is on the line as champion Brian Myers defends against Bhupinder Gujjar.
Not world. Also, speaking of world, how about the Impact Knockouts World Tag Team titles? TAYA, VALKYRIE, and ROSEMARY with Jessica in their corner. Gotta pay attention to that. They will defend against Deonna Purrazzo and Chelsea Green. Vets. But as I mentioned, Emergence begins in about 30 minutes at the top of the hour on Impact Plus, Fight TV, and YouTube for our Ultimate Insiders. And tonight here in Chicago, we will see a fight. Steve Macklin versus the Death Machine, Sami Callihan. And also, it is a special AAA attraction matchup as Ray Horace goes one-on-one with the former Ring of Honor World Champion Bandido tonight at Emergence.
And in tag team action, Violent by Design's Eric Young and Diener take on the team of Chris Sabin and Kushida.
Returning to championship competition, it's the X Division title that'll be on the line. Mike Bailey defended the championship 24 hours ago. Now he defends it tonight here in Chicago against the sensational Jack Evans.
And Jordan Grace defends the Knockouts World title against a former champion in Mia Yim.
Also, the existence of Honor No More is on the line. It's anything goes. It's no disqualification. 5-on-5. Honor No More versus the Bullet Club. And if Honor No More loses, they must disband forever.
And in the main event, the Impact World Championship is on the line as our world champion Josh Alexander defends against Alex Shelley.
I am so excited for Emergence tonight, and frankly, one of the best pro wrestling cities in the world. It's Chicago. Is there any other place you'd rather be for this?
Baby, never, ever, ever, and it's going to be a hell of a night here in Chi-Town, baby.
Let's not waste any more time. It's our first championship match of the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is for the Impact Digital Media Championship. Set for one fall, introducing first the challenger from Punjab, India, Bhupinder Gujjar.
This is a long time coming for Bhupinder Gujjar. He has yet to lose in singles competition since debuting in this company back in January. But it's not just because of that, Raywalt, because he's been asking the champion, Brian Myers, for this opportunity for a while. Myers has been ducking him.
He's finally earned it in the eyes of the champion. That's what it takes.
His opponent from Bayside, New York, the Impact Digital Media Champion, the most professional wrestler, Brian Myers.
So here comes Jushin Thunder Myers. Maybe his ego's gotten the best of him.
You've been waiting for that one all day, haven't you?
You know, I gotta say something real quick. You know, being a famous world traveler like myself, a New York native, Chicago absolutely sucks. You know, I thought you guys would react like that. Boo me, cheer Bhupinder. Why? Because he's just like you guys. A regular 9-to-5 loser, never was, never will be. Does anybody else out here have a blue check mark on Twitter like I do? You don't! That's why I am the Impact Wrestling Digital Media Champion of the world. The most professional wrestler, Brian Myers.
I almost don't know what to say, Tom.
Yeah, get out of this pickle.
You know, we're live, pal. You know what I mean? Like, we're throwing the script out. You know, Brian, I've defended his championship reign. I understand what he wanted Bhupinder to earn this opportunity through. But after that display, we are here, home. Let's go, Bhupinder. Let's go, Bhupinder Gujar. Do it for the White Sox. Do it for the Cubs. Let's do it for the Bears. Repeat the three-peat and start it tonight. Let's go.
You know the sports teams here. That's unbelievable. The Digital Media Championship is on the line. It's the first of 5 title bouts you'll see this evening between the Countdown to Emergence and Emergence itself. So here we go. Brian Myers defending against Bhupinder Gujar.
Now, Gujar's been so impressive to me.
Now you like
his
him.
Praises.
The doors have just opened to the general public. Fans are still filing in here to the Cicero Stadium in Chicago, Illinois for the Countdown to Emergence. Emergence, of course, begins at 8 p.m. Eastern live on Impact Plus, Fight TV, and YouTube for our Ultimate Insiders. You were just about to sing the praises of Bhupinder Gujar.
I always have. He's here. He's in some of the best shape he's been in his entire career. His record speaks for itself. I mean, I feel like there's nothing this kid can't do.
This is a real about face, I'll call it that you've definitely executed here, just because Brian Myers said a few things about your hometown. That's all it takes.
Don't write checks if, your ass can't cash. That's the cliche I'm going to use for this one. Regardless, I do know it's going to be a hell of a contest. Title is on the line, so we could see a new Digital Media World Champion.
Something to keep an eye on. You can see the blue kinesio tape on the right shoulder there of Bhupinder Gujar. He told us earlier in the day that he tweaked it in competition a number of weeks ago when we were in Louisville, Kentucky. Something to keep an eye on here in this match. Here's a cover, hooked to the leg by Gujar for the title and a kick out.
And regardless of the opening moments of this, broadcast, if I were Brian Myers, I'd be keeping a real close eye on that tape, on that shoulder, laser targeting it.
Whoa! Thinking about the gargoyle spear, and Myers got out of dodge.
Myers saw it coming just in time, too. Gujar was ready to fly.
Bhupinder Gujar was prepared for Brian Myers. Nearly could have ended it. Brian Myers suffered that gargoyle spear very recently on Impact Wrestling on Access TV when he had defended against Black Taurus.
Now, Gujar's ready for Myers. But Myers was ready for Gujar there, too. He saw that gargoyle spear coming, got out of dodge. And Gujar is very, very angry tonight. He has been wanting this opportunity for so long. Feels like he hasn't been given what's due to him.
Using the rope for a low blow there on Bhupinder Gujar.
And I was worried. You saw how worked up he was on the outside of the ring. He can't let those emotions get the better of him. Brian Myers is a veteran of this business. That cannot be disputed. Gujar's going to have to learn to keep his emotions in check if he wants to walk out with the title.
There's a cover to retain the championship and a kick out. Chance of New York sucks here.
I can't disagree.
Bhupinder Gujar trying to get back up to his feet. And can you imagine what it would mean for Bhupinder Gujar to capture a championship here in Impact Wrestling as he's swept off his feet by Brian Myers?
I mean, it would mean everything to him. He's been working so hard, not only to get here to Impact Wrestling, but to make waves. And he's done that with his incredible win record here in singles competition. But he's got a very, very tall mountain to climb. And that mountain is the most professional wrestler, Brian Myers.
Suplex there by Myers. Here's the cover to retain the championship and a kick out. Now Myers, knee right to the spine and trying to slow things down here against Bhupinder Gujar. This is the first of 2 championship matches here on the Countdown to Emergence. Still to come, it's the Impact Knockouts World Tag Team Championship matches. Rosemary and TAYA VALKYRIE defend against Vexed.
And of course, that's in addition to all the other championships that will be on the line tonight here at Emergence. Still to come.
And now Myers backing Gujar into the corner.
The minute Gujar went to fight back, Myers shut him down. That's the sign of a veteran. Not letting him breathe, but controlling the pace up exactly the way he wants.
Now look at this, Gujar trying to battle back here. Myers is trying to get him in position for something here at the top turnbuckle.
Looking for a superplex almost, but Gujar is fighting out. Shoves Myers off the second rope.
Myers went down hard there. Now look at Gujar. Rarely goes to the top turnbuckle. Oh, there's a drop kick. And Gujar needed that badly.
But Gujar suffering too, can't quite capitalize. Normally you'd want to roll over into the cover on that one. Take a look here. Huge drop kick. But Gujar still suffering the damage from the rest of this matchup.
Count of 4, both men after the count of 10 to get back up to their feet so this matchup can continue. Champion's advantage, of course, to Brian Myers. Title can only change hands. Oh, be a pinfall or submission in the ring. And a sling blade and then a back elbow.
Gujar building up much needed head of steam here.
Oh. Kick right to the side of the head. And now this ripcord knee strike. We've seen this before, Raywall. This is when Gujar starts to roll.
Myers is going to want to stop him.
Look at this. Look at the power.
He does not want this momentum to build. Championship on the line here.
Off the Samoan drop to win the title. Oh, and a kick out by Myers.
And this is what I was talking about before. He's got to keep this in check. He can't get overly frustrated. I know how long he's waited for this, how hard he's worked for it.
Oh, and a kick right to the back of the neck.
Here we go!
Oh, the implant DDT! Here's the cover by Myers to turn away Gujar. No!
Oh, and you see Gujar almost had to throw that injured shoulder up, which probably caused him even more damage, but willing to do it to stay in this matchup.
Now Myers showing utter disrespect for Bhupinder Gujar. Frankly, disrespected every fan in attendance here the second he walked out.
Disrespected this city. This city don't take too kindly to that, neither does Bhupinder Gujar.
Kick right to the side of the head, and now Myers on the move, and there's a spear! Here's the cover! Big smile on the face of Myers, but it's not enough!
Gujar gets the shoulder up at 2.99. He almost couldn't believe it, as Myers now, getting frustrated himself, really needs to put this one away.
And now Myers poised to strike. Gujar's in trouble. Could it be time for Brian Myers to hit the roster cut?
Whoa!
Gujar ducked it.
Saw it coming.
Oh, there goes the turnbuckle pad. Here's a cover of it, a kick out. Face first. Into the exposed steel goes Gujar. Here's the cover. Handful of tights, and Myers retains.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and still Digital Media Champion, Brian Myers.
There is a lot to unpack here, and a lot happened in those final moments here in this match.
Brian Myers showing by hook or by crook, any means necessary. He will take it to keep that championship.
Let's take a look back here at the conclusion of this matchup here. Bhupinder Gujar nearly had Myers. The turnbuckle pad had been ripped off and then face first into the exposed steel turnbuckle with Gujar. Handful of tights there by Myers, and that helps the Digital Media Champion win, so he cheated twice.
Does what he can, does what he has to.
That is not the only championship match we have to come here on the countdown to Emergence.
Knockouts World Tag Team titles are on the line.
Rosemary, your new Knockouts World Tag Team Champions.
Look at this. They are a full-fledged unit, are Purrazzo and Green.
Oh, face first.
As she dumps the Knockouts World Champion to the floor.
2-on-1 opportunity for Vex. Ooh, here's the cover. Purrazzo just pinned the #1 contender to the Knockouts World title.
Vex won out here tonight. The more cohesive unit of Purrazzo and Green.
The two of you, Vex, will be going for the Knockout World Tag Team Championships at Emergence.
Jessica with a C and a K, cause I'm sick!
Yes, Jessica, as she likes to be known now, has returned from the undead realm. A very different Jessica.
Oh,
whoa, 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 whoa.
The spear by Rosemary covered.
But meanwhile, the referee is busy trying to get Jessica off the apron out of the equation here.
This match should be over.
There we go. Cover.
Cover. Purrazzo pinned Rosemary.
They've got to get kind of order going here.
Is this a momentum killer for the champions, Valkyrie and Rosemary?
What was the point of assembling the numbers game when we can't even use it on a 3-on-1 advantage?
I'm gonna be in your corner and I'm gonna prove it. At Emergence, you two will walk out victorious as the Knockout World Tag Team Champions when you beat Diana and Chelsea. I promise you.
With plenty of miscommunication amongst the champions, and of course Jessica has that opened the door for Purrazzo and Green to become champions tonight. We're about to find out here on the countdown to Emergence.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Knockouts World Tag Team Championship match set for one fall. Introducing first the challengers, Chelsea Green, the virtuosa Diana Purrazzo, the team of 6.
I know you were a little thrown by Brian Meyer's comments about your home city, but now that Diana Purrazzo's out here, do you feel better?
The world feels better. The world feels better for the presence of not only the virtuosa, but Chelsea Green as well. Look how great they look tonight. The matching gear, the coattails, the trails, whatever you want to call them. This is a team ready to take home championship gold.
Two women who've been best friends for many years and collaborated as a fantastic tag team. They've been scoring some significant victories as of late. Question is, how are the champions going to respond?
Ain't no slowing down, ain't no stopping me.
Their opponents first from Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. One half of the Knockouts World Tag Team Champions, TAYA Valkyrie.
TAYA Valkyrie has been such a welcome addition to the Knockouts division ever since returning here to Impact Wrestling earlier this year. The reigning AAA Reina champion, of course, one half of the Knockouts World Tag Team Champions.
And I mean, come on, look, she had to come out here wear this giant floofy thing just to show up.
Floofy?
Floofy. That is the definition of floofy. Just to show up Diana and Chelsea. That was done on purpose. I don't appreciate it.
I don't even know where to go off of that one. Really, man.
Her tag team partner accompanied to the ring by Jessica from the Valley of the Shadows. Also one half of the Knockouts World Tag Team Champions, Rosemary.
Now you can see on the left there, Jessica, this is not the package that Rosemary once knew, firmly a part of Decay. Obviously Jessica is here to support Rosemary and TAYA Valkyrie. It just seems like Rosemary doesn't quite trust or comprehend Jessica.
It's hard for us to comprehend where this version of Jessica kind of really came from. We know when she came back from that undead realm that she was changed, almost a different form. So it's hard for all of us, yet who her longtime tag team partner, Rosemary, is the most confused of all. But all that has to go aside tonight because the championships are on the line. And it is all about business.
There's just something flat out different, obviously, in Jessica. And I think TAYA likes it quite a bit. What do you think?
TAYA's into it. This whole trio is a menagerie of vibes, if you will.
How apropos.
From the vibe that TAYA brought out here with her high energy, to this solemn music and mood of Decay, to Jessica's confusing but energetic presence. It all creates this storm, something that could be electric and wonderful, but also cause some miscommunication. I'm curious to see what happens in this title match.
It was TAYA and Rosemary who came together and defeated the Influence to capture the Knockouts World Tag Team titles at Slammiversary back in June in Nashville. But ever since, Vets have really come together. We saw moments ago the victories not only against Rosemary in singles competition for Purrazzo, but also in a tag team matchup, defeating the reigning Knockouts World Champion Jordan Grace and her number one contender Mia Yim in the same match. Of course, we're going to see Grace versus Yim for the Knockouts World title later on tonight at Emergence, but those are some monumental victories for any tag team.
Something that needs to be and deserves to be applauded.
Taken down and a tag made. In comes Deonna Purrazzo. Lots of bad blood here.
We try not to remember that it was Taya Valkyrie who took their AAA Reina de Reinas championship away from the Virtuosa, who now strikes, taking care of Rosemary as she attempts to take down Taya.
Oh, kick right to the back of the neck. Cheap shot by Purrazzo moments ago to Rosemary. Rosemary's legal. Pandemonium, the snap German suplex. Taya Valkyrie feeling good, and Rosemary is ravenous.
It's interesting to see on the side of the champions this cacophony of styles almost seems to work really well against the much more in tune, in cohesion unit of Purrazzo and Green.
Rosemary, of course, ticked off and wants some revenge, I believe, against the likes of Deonna Purrazzo specifically. We saw moments ago the singles loss recently on Access TV. Oh, my God. And Rosemary getting right in the face of Purrazzo. Rosemary especially ticked off about that loss because of the involvement of Jessica in that match.
Just more confounding behavior from Jessica. This new Jessica, much to the chagrin of Rosemary.
Ooh. I don't know if Rosemary's aware of the tag made there.
Oh, she is now.
Resurrected off the canvas, and now Green and Purrazzo need to back off.
Very respectful of the Virtuosa there, obeying the rules here.
Well, caught between. Oh, Jessica trying to get involved. Oh, and there goes Jessica into Rosemary. Jessica wore her good battle coat and everything for this.
Again, more of that confounding behavior. Getting involved in this matchup already.
Hold on, cover to win the championship and a kick out. A tag made, and in comes Purrazzo.
And that momentary switch right there, that inconvenience, whatever you want to call it, that has changed the complexion of this matchup already. And just like that, Vex strikes.
Now Rosemary takes a shot there at Chelsea Green. Knows she's got to fight out of the corner anytime she's dealing with Vex. Oh, look at this. Is trying to set up for the upside down. Oh, jumped face first.
But the Virtuosa gets out of it, trapping the leg. Great move there. Tag to Chelsea Green. And once again, just like that, Vex in control.
Stomped face first into the canvas. Cover Green. Can't win the championship. Chelsea Green, a former Impact Knockouts world champion in her own right, defeated Holly once upon a time many years ago to capture that title. Has been pursuing it for the better part of the last year, but now has found some new life in this tag team partnership with Purrazzo.
And like you mentioned before, Purrazzo and Green been friends for years, but in recent memory, it almost seems like at that match at Slammiversary, the Queen of the Mountain, when they fell nearly 20 feet to the floor through that table, it was almost like a cocoon they crashed through. And on the other side, their friendship birthed into this incredible tag team with gold in their sights.
Looking for the unpretty here. That's a beautiful soliloquy, easy for me to say. Oh, man, and a kick right to the face.
I'll take you to the second city. We'll practice running some lines, some improv. It'll be okay.
Both Rosemary and Green thinking the exact same thing, and both go down hard, middle of the ring.
Both going to want to get a tag to their partners here. Jessica looking desperate on the outside, too. Has got to be feeling guilty about that involvement earlier on.
And a tag made. In comes Taya Valkyrie. Now Valkyrie, takes a shot there at Purrazzo. Doubles over Chelsea Green.
Taking the fight to Chelsea here.
Now Valkyrie able to take Green down. Now Taya Valkyrie. Into the Blue Thunder Bomb. Here's the cover to hold on to the titles and a kick out. And now Taya Valkyrie trying to tie up Chelsea Green, middle of the ring. No.
Got the arms locked here, though.
Looking for Road to Valhalla. And Rosemary was going to assist. Purrazzo gets Rosemary out of the ring, a cover and a kick out.
Chelsea rolled through, beautiful kick there to Taya Valkyrie, and now Vexed is circling one half of the Knockouts World Tag Team Champions.
Rosemary trying to get into the ring. Valkyrie blocking this attempt here. This is how they pinned Yim recently in tag team action. Double German suplex by the champions. Chance of that was sick here at ringside, being led by Jessica. And now Valkyrie's feeling it. And a kick to the face by Purrazzo.
Give Purrazzo an opening. And Rosemary sees one of her own.
A spear there by Rosemary and a stomp by Green. That could be it for Rosemary.
Action getting out of control. Chelsea Green got gold in her sights, but not according to Taya Valkyrie here.
Now Valkyrie sent out of the ropes to the apron here. Shoulder block right to the ribs. And a knee strike by Purrazzo. Green had the official's attention, didn't see the illegal contact.
Beautiful teamwork there from Vexed.
And now Green through the ropes, and it's Jessica.
Jessica getting in the way of the action yet again.
I believe she saved Taya Valkyrie in the process.
And Taya now looking to get a tag to Rosemary. Back to her corner she crawls.
Taya's got to make a tag here, and now Rosemary's legal. Trying to set up Chelsea Green here. They're thinking about the road to Valhalla.
Once again.
Now the cover by the champions. And it's broken up by Purrazzo. That would have been it.
Beautiful, perfect, picture-perfect timing from the Virtuosa. That is what tag team wrestling is about.
Now the official trying to get Purrazzo out of the ring because Green is legal. A frustration of Rosemary. They thought they had this match won.
Frustration on multiple fronts. First and foremost for this tag team championship matchup that they can't seem to put away. As well as all the distraction from Jessica on the outside.
A big boot right to the face, and that really connected there on Rosemary. The official checking on Rosemary. Now Chelsea Green taking a lot of punishment here in this matchup, as has Rosemary. Rosemary trying to get her wits about her here on a straight right to Taya Valkyrie, and here comes Jessica.
Once again, this is what happened the last time, trying to get involved in this matchup.
Look at this. Oh my God. The mist! The mist from Rosemary!
Intended for Green, but got Valkyrie!
Rosemary was lying in wait, was trying to set up Chelsea Green. But instead this. The double suplex. Here's the cover. Vexed are the new Knockouts Tag Team Champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, and new Knockouts World Tag Team Champions, Vexed.
As if it was ever in doubt. You can't keep gold from the Virtuosa for too long, Tom. And now with Chelsea Green at her side, I have to imagine these two are going to be nothing short of unstoppable in the Knockouts Tag Team division.
Listen, there continues to be miscommunication between Jessica, Taya Valkyrie, and Rosemary. They have got to get themselves on the same page. But as you said, we have brand new Knockouts World Tag Team Champions here on the countdown to Emergence. And we're minutes away from Emergence going live on Impact Plus, Fight TV, and YouTube for our Ultimate Insiders. And at Emergence, we will see this matchup. It is Steve Macklin going one-on-one with the Death Machine, Sami Callihan. That's stemming from the Against All Odds event.
And in a special AAA attraction matchup, Ray Horace takes on Bandido.
That should be fantastic. In tag team action, it's Eric Young and Diener of Violent by Design against Chris Sabin and Kushida tonight at Emergence.
And the X Division Championship is on the line as Mike Bailey defends against Jack Evans.
Another championship match, Jordan Grace defends her Knockouts World title against Mia Yim.
And it's anything goes 5-on-5 as Honor No More takes on the Bullet Club. If Honor No More loses, they must disband.
And in our main event, Josh Alexander defends the Impact World title against Alex Shelley. Chicago, are you ready? Because Emergence begins now.